In the sprawling heart of Metropolis, a young man named Alexander walked with an air of untouchable superiority. Heir to an immense fortune, he flaunted his wealth, believing himself above all others. His opulent mansion, filled with material possessions, served only to highlight his profound isolation. True friendship and genuine happiness remained elusive. One day, as Alexander strolled through the city, his path crossed with a street beggar, a silhouette of hardship against the city's gleam. "Get out of my way, peasant." Alexander spat, his voice laced with disgust. The beggar met his gaze with tired eyes, but remained silent. This lack of response only fueled Alexander's contempt. He kicked at the beggar's outstretched hand, scattering a few coins onto the ground. "That's all you are worth," he sneered, striding away with a smug grin. But as Alexander continued, a sudden dizziness overcame him. The world spun into a blur, and when his eyes reopened, he found himself in a dimly lit room, surrounded by unfamiliar faces. "What's going on?" he demanded, a tremor of fear in his voice. A booming voice from the shadows replied, "You are in the court of consequences. You have been brought here to face judgment for your arrogance and cruelty." Alexander's heart pounded. Before him stood the arbiter, a figure draped in flowing robes, its face obscured by darkness. "I am the arbiter," it declared, "and it is my duty to determine your fate." With a wave of its hand, images from Alexander's past materialized, scenes of his mistreatment of others, his disdain for the less fortunate, his relentless pursuit of power. He watched in horror as the pain and suffering he had caused reflected back at him in vivid detail. "Have you no remorse for your actions?" The arbiter's voice echoed. A lump formed in Alexander's throat. For the first time, he was confronted with the true impact of his arrogance, and he was filled with regret. "I didn't realize," he stammered, his voice barely a whisper. The arbiter raised a hand to silence him. "Your words mean nothing without action to back them up," it intoned. "You have a choice. Continue down the path of arrogance and face eternal punishment, or learn humility and seek redemption." With a heavy heart, Alexander chose redemption, determined to atone for his past. The arbiter nodded, granting him a second chance. Returned to the world, Alexander dedicated his life to helping others, transforming his vast wealth into a force for good. He established charities, built schools and hospitals, and worked tirelessly to uplift those in need. Over time, he earned the respect and admiration of his peers, not for his fortune, but for his newfound humility and compassion. In the end, Alexander learned that true greatness is not measured by possessions, but by the kindness and generosity one shows to others. His journey of self-discovery, though arduous, forged him into a changed man, ready to embrace a life of service.